How y'all doing? I'm pretty sure noties are fucked for this one. And the reason I say that is because Chloe hasn't got hit on Discord. Which, if Chloe doesn't get the memo, it usually means Twitch half-assed the noties. Twitch also says I currently have 0 viewers. Could all 0 of you speak up? I didn't get any noties. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I figured. Still can't believe Senator. Oh man, that gutted me. I think that gutted me more than it gutted him. He seems to be handling it really well. Fucking. How, man? He said he's got lawyers on it. He said he lawyered up. And, like, the team still has crazy good talent on it, but, like... They could have gone to Worlds, man. Oh, I'm so... And he said he's done with coaching forever. Oh, fuck, yeah. I'm so sick. Dark Wolfman, thank you for the 81 motherfucking months. Fuck nuts, tier 3. Appreciate you. Saw the clip. I pulled up the VOD. I watched the whole beginning into that VOD. And all he really said was the players are great, which he handpicked most of them. The ones he didn't handpick, like Blabber, he said grew on him. He liked him a lot. And yeah, it's just... But yeah, that, and then Cloud9's statement didn't say jack fucking shit. I don't know, man. That's... Yeah, that gutted me. That's so sad. I got a noti on my app and laptop. Yeah, I'm guessing because some people did show up right away when the noti went out. Like, Stream Elements got it. Stream Elements got it, but then, like, Chloe didn't on Discord, so I'm assuming it's just half-assed. Like, LS streams a lot. It's a love-hate. Yeah, LS is actually my top-watched streamer last year. I personally was a lot happier. I was a lot happier with him doing the coaching. I was just so excited for that. Just to see that, like, come to life. Or even if it was just 2 weekends. True on air, think of it a tier 1, 13 motherfucking months on a 1-year streak. Dark Wolfman again, 81 months. Good God, I've had a sub button that long. Death Server 01, thank you for the 2 months. And Ghoul Shinobi, thank you for 52 months. And Majin, thank you for 22. Prime, appreciate you guys. Mom's officially cancer-free after 2 long years of fighting. Good shit. We streaming? We do be streaming. I'm gonna run back faint real quick. You guys hear that? Is that audio okay or is that really quiet? Hey Ben, I've been up and down. I'm gonna give it a minute, people get in here. Am I playing Elden Ring? I thought I might, but I don't think I will. Dark Souls games have never been mine, like never been my thing. And I'm seeing a lot of people who, when Dark Souls games have not been your thing, Elden Ring is still not your thing. Surprise, surprise. So I think I'm just going to dive back into Horizon. I think I'm just going to tank my viewership and be the only guy still playing Horizon. But that's the plan. Did it happen at wrestling school? Hope shit's going well. Vader. You were jacked before. You've been pretty good out for that. J Straps, think of the 4 months. Ray Wolf, think of the gift sub. Appreciate that. Audio's good, okay. I appreciate the love. Feel like I deserve none of it. I have not. I mean, you guys know I haven't been streaming lately. It's just been rough in that area for me. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to report on it. It's been weird on mine. I think I'm gonna take a weekend. I'm gonna take one more weekend. This one's just kind of a check-in. How you doing? I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming type shit, right? Tonight. I'm gonna take one more weekend. I'm gonna come back right before March. Yeah. I'm gonna come back right before or right as March starts. And we're going to start going. Streams will be back in full force. Oh, nah, Spader, that's my fault. I blended your shit together. I read your comment fast enough. My brain just processed shit happening in wrestling school in games. I just misread your shit. Doing that ad thing, I think any streamer who got that's doing that ad thing. But yes, I'm one of the people who got it. I talked it over with them, and I can't explain too much about how it works, but basically I think offers of how many ads they want from you and how much ads they want ran and how many hours you need to be live are based on how much you've been streaming. And I haven't been streaming that much. So my ads should be pretty insignificant compared to other ads you'll be seeing for those campaigns. But yeah, I'm absolutely doing that campaign. Am I gonna play Elden Ring? I don't think I'm gonna play Elden Ring. Dragon Master Rick, thank you for the Prime 49 months. Playing Horizon now, been so long since Zero Dawn over. Yeah, I still love Zero Dawn to death. I'm looking forward to cracking into Forbidden West. I know it like started, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this, and then I fell off the earth again. It's just been rough for me lately. It's just been real rough. Honorable, thank you for the tier 2 65 months morning. It's not morning for me, it might be morning for you. I'm actually, part of the reason I haven't been streaming is because I'm a normal human being. And I get tired around like 10 p.m. When it comes to sleeping. And that doesn't fuck with my schedule because, you know me, I like to go live at like 7 or 8, and I hate just streaming for 2 or 3 hours, which I will probably do tonight, but that's different. I knew what I was doing. That's your hand? What is this a setup for? We're back from the abyss. I'm back today. I was just telling people I'm gonna take one more. Oh, notifications went out. Or a mod got me. No, notifications went out. Okay, that's where people are just coming in. Nope, I'm West Coast. So when it's 6:45 p.m. for you, so it's morning. Been there. Kind of checking in, saying what's up tonight. I'm going to take one more weekend, and then either February 28th or March 1st. We're solid. Stream should be back. I can't say how I'm going to feel, but like stream should be back. Very end of February, very beginning of March. Oh, Kakaratu. No, I was playing Horizon, and I think what happened was I got so immersed. Thank you, Doodle. I think what happened was I got so immersed in Horizon that I was sitting weird on my arm, and I didn't notice my arm fall asleep. So I think, at first I got scared, because I was like, okay, my hand just went numb. And then the feeling I got made me think, okay, it's spreading to go more numb, but I think I had it flipped. Because you know how like it just feels weird sometimes when your hand's fully asleep, or anything is fully asleep? I think what ended up happening was... I'm gonna let these notices pop off. Appreciate you guys. I think what ended up happening was... I got so immersed in Horizon that both these fingers fell asleep and most of my hand was partially asleep, and I didn't notice that it happened. So when I shifted and I clicked a button and I noticed I didn't feel it on my finger that I had clicked a button, but like she reacted in the game, so I knew I clicked a button. I was like, I can't feel the fingers. I can't feel my fingers. I can't feel my hand. And it freaked me out for a minute. But basically when I started moving it around, very slowly my hand woke up from being asleep. And yeah, I think what happened was it fell asleep really, really badly without me noticing it. Because once it gets past a certain point, you don't feel it anymore. And I think I just it's almost like if you did. I don't know if you guys have ever fallen asleep. I do this all the time. I fucking hate it. I don't know if you guys have ever fallen asleep on your arm. But with the way I roll over and the way I sleep in bed, I fall asleep on my arm constantly. And I will wake up with... And I'm talking like your arm is gone. I'm talking like a 100% your arm is dead. To the point to where... Instead of me picking it up, it's easier for me to take my other arm and grab it and flop it over. So that way I get it to a spot where it starts to wake up. I do that shit constantly. Anyways, Doodle, thank you for another gift sub to Tamora. And J-Straps, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, I appreciate the love. I feel like I don't deserve it lately because I haven't been live that much, but... My arm doesn't exist when I wake up. Yeah, I might as well not fucking be there. And like, the worst part is that when you get it flopped over, it's like, okay, that's step 1. But the bad part's coming. Because then you're going to get the really bad tingles where you have to try to not like move it as little as possible. Because anytime you move it at all, it's like 1,000 mini needles are tickling the shit out of your arm. Turning 18 next week? Finally, dude. You had to start watching me when you were 9 years old.
What's good, guys?
Dragon Master Rick, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you guys. Playing League for my birthday. Wish me good health. I wish you good health. Get a Smurf account if you don't have one. If you haven't played League in forever, you're going to be in the fucking shitters compared to where you were. You're not going to have any fun. I hate leg cramps. I'm trying to get up. I don't get leg cramps. I got like a weird, if I lay weird, like an interesting position, I don't know. I get a weird hip cramp, but that's for different stuff. Wake up with a leg asleep. I felt like my legs fell asleep a lot when I was a kid. My legs don't really fall asleep anymore unless I'm on the shitter too long. Like if I'm like leaning really far forward looking at my phone or something. I forget chat show. No, you know what, allegedly? You know what's crazy? Chat is not young. Kakaratu's young. There's like 3 people in chat who are young. My average viewership, it's like 80% of my viewers are between the ages of 18 and 36, according to YouTube stats. And I would assume it's roughly the same on Twitch. But according to my YouTube stats, my average viewers are between the ages of 18 to 36. And then after that, I have more viewers in the 18 and 35. After that, I have more viewers in the 36 to 45 range than I do in the 13 to 18 range. So the number of viewers I have that are less than 18, or at least their accounts say that they're less than 18, it's like 2% or under. It's like 2% or under. I think my biggest... I actually have more people in the 26 to 35 range watching me, I think, than I have in the 18 to 25 range. But judging by what you guys are saying right now, I might be wrong on that. But yeah, and I'm so glad, because when I started doing Dragon Ball content, a majority of your content, I feel like even if you go to Dokkan channels and stuff now, it's like at least 50%. Is in that 13 to 18, maybe 20 range. But yeah, so over the years, those people either left and I gained new audience that were just older and more mature because we weren't doing Dragon Ball shit and I matured a lot, or they grew up with me. And they found me in high school and then they got past that.
What's up, Thunder? How's your day going?
Blue Fans, thank you 11 months. My day's going well. We just got back from, it was my grandpa's birthday dinner. So we went over and sat with my grandpa. And his birthday's not actually today, it's sometime this week, but... Phil, shut up. No, it's fine. I logged into I've been slightly more active in TSRP lately, guys, just because I know big stuff is coming for TSRP. And I didn't stream it, but I checked into Shirley for about 15 minutes. I didn't like rob any banks or anything. You guys didn't really miss much.
Happy birthday, Grandpa Shot.
I just kind of pulled up as old Cheryl's for a minute, talked to a couple people. Got a lay for the land. You know what's crazy, Philip? I was on Shirley, okay? I was on Shirley for like 20 minutes-ish. Because you were in that circle of people, I guess, right? You were one of the guys. I was on the server for 20 minutes-ish. I'm not fucking around. The first 10, I was trying to figure out how to start a car. Because I think when I stopped playing, lockpicks existed. They just helped you hotwire a car faster. But you didn't need them to hotwire a car, necessarily, right? So I didn't have a lockpick, but I spent a while like, what is the key to hotwire this car? At the airport, and I couldn't find it. So then when I couldn't find it, I did the trunk trick. I fucking hitched a ride with a local. And when I got close, I kicked out and I walked up to Casa Latina. But basically, nobody knew I was in town, right? Or nobody knew Shirley was in town. I walked up, said, where the hell does an old woman get her hair done? Storm took me down to the hair shop, and by the time I got back, people who were lifers or something in Bolingbrook were tweeting about Shirley being back in town. And I was like, how? That's literally on the other end of the map. Like, how are people already... You know what I mean? That's what fucked me up. I was like, what is going on there? Dragon Master Rick, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. We've hit a level 5 hype train. 20 more seconds to go ahead and cap that off. We're at 102%, so I don't know. Like I said, y'all already done too much for me. Blue fans, once again, thank you for the 11 months. Hope I explained how my day went well enough. Mr. El Senor. Thank you for 7 months. Thank you for wishing my grandpa a happy birthday. Really was a menace. Yeah, she was just getting a feel for lay of the land. You know what else is funny is I had BP's. I had Buffalo Prime stream pulled up later, and I was only on the server for 20 minutes. I was only on the server for like 20 minutes, and then the tsunami hit, and I checked out, and I didn't log back on. Holy shit, Shrew, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Did I thank you for resubbing earlier? Appreciate that. Carter, thank you for the Prime 13.
It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a warrior. It's okay to be a monster. Be a monster, then learn to control it. Jordan Peterson.
I don't know what the fuck that's all about. Unless you're talking about Shirley, in which case that's the funniest shit I've ever read. But no, I didn't log back on, but I had Buffalo Prime stream pulled up later that night, and he pulled somebody over, and when he was walking back to like ride him up and give him a ticket or whatever, a fucking Harrier jet, like a military Harrier jet, flew really close by right over top of him, and he just fucking when he was in the middle of downtown. And he just goes, "What the fuck was that?" And then he hits radio. He's like, "Yeah, anybody else see that Harrier jet just fly overhead?" And some people were talking like, "Oh my god, is that Shirley?" Which is the funniest shit ever. Like, I was in the server to her, but the idea that Shirley's back in town for all of 45 minutes and she's flying a Harrier jet over the city is hilarious. Dick Smallsy coming back. Hopping on the server told me I wasn't ready to RP again. Like, I have the ability to roleplay. I can if I need to, you know, if I need to get in there and do it. Like, the ability hasn't left me. Me popping on the server the other night just basically told me I'm not ready to like, commit a chunk of my weeks to constantly being an RP again, is basically the feel I got. So don't expect anybody anytime soon. It's just, I'm still an owner of that server, right? And I like to... I'm obviously not in the thick of it, but I like to keep my finger on the pulse as much as I can. So I kind of have a lay of what's going on at any given moment in case they need somebody to consult or get an idea of whatever. Get an opinion on something. I like to know enough to be able to talk about it.
Suck brick, kid!
Good to see you back.
Maladex, the Prime 22, appreciate you. Yeah, one more time, I'm back tonight. I'm off for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday, and then starting Mondays, we should be back to regular streaming. If I have to start going live during the day, I will. Because I think part of it's definitely not all of it, but I think a small part of what's been fucking me up lately is I'm on a relatively normal sleep schedule. So about the time I normally like want to go live and get really like ready to go, I start getting tired. And I hate being the guy who goes live when he's tired. Because I just feel like for me, with the exception of today, maybe, if I only stream, and it's different for every streamer, right? Because Senna does this all the time, and it's fine. But for me personally, I don't like streaming for like an hour and a half, 2.5 hours. If we're not going at least 4 or 5 plus hours, it's like, I just kind of think to myself, like, what's the point? Which is not how it should be. But even if my sleep schedule is still normal, I'm just going to start going live in the morning. I'm just going to start going live during the day. Like I was when we had that little stint where we were doing League of Legends streams. Because I want to be live and I want to start cracking into shit. And I don't want to push myself to do anything I don't want to do. So as much as I love Horizon, if I don't feel like playing a single player game that day, I won't. I'll do something else. But I need to get back to getting my hours up and just not being a piece of shit. I've hit walls in streaming before. Where I would just shut everything out and not stream for 2 weeks. But even then, it was when I still had and worked on my own YouTube. So it wasn't like I wasn't doing anything. I just wasn't streaming. I was just ignoring streaming. Usually I'd get addicted to League when that happened. This is different. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know what this is, but I'm hoping it's almost over. Where is the special? There it is. YouTube already knew. We gotta get back to doing 12-hour streams. I don't want to say that. I don't believe that's what fucked me up. But it is a little telling that the last thing I did before I took this big break that I have is I did 2 back-to-back 14-hour Arceus streams. You know what I mean? Spring break starts next week? Nice. I made a grave mistake. I got too invested in Randy and Wyatt. and then Drew McIntyre, and now I have to watch both Raw and SmackDown. I was gonna tell you, El Senor, if you didn't, fuck, why didn't I tell you that? Well, I forgot, because he left the company, but I should have told you back then to, when you get invested in Roman, also get invested in The Fiend. But if you want to get invested in The Fiend, you go back to before Roman, because The Fiend was not as cool after Roman showed back up, and it was neither their faults. It's just the way the dynamic works. But if you catch up to current and you still have the itch, I would say go back to when Bray Wyatt started turning into The Fiend, because all of that is the hypest shit ever. It's less on an emotional thing and more on just a fucking badass character building thing. But yeah, you got to make your way to Mania for Roman, because Mania is another peak fucking match. Am I playing that new wrestling game? I think so. It's still really shitty with DMCA shit on Twitch. It's so up in the air, like you don't really know. Am I gonna get claimed or what? You know, I might turn all music off. Did I change this? Like a year ago. We had T-Shot Puke, which was just a static emote, and then they came out with animated emotes, and I had Moon animate that, turn it into T-Shot Bomb. But ever since it's been a static emote, no, that's Moon made that out of the gate. It's always been like that. Or ever since it's been a GIF emote. Thanks for pronouncing. Mr. El Senor, I've always pronounced your name right. Okay, where is Jedi here? I don't think Jedi's here. I don't think I have the numbers for this. Okay, El Senor, I'm not gonna lie. I was watching, I was live, but I pulled up, it was either Cinna or M stream one day. And you resubbed to them, and they said your name out loud, and I immediately went, "Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid." To Twitch chat, who could, you know, they could hear me like I was on stream. I went, "Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid." To Twitch chat, I was like, "I've said his name, Elsnor, the entire time he's been around." And then I convinced everyone in chat that if you came over here, I was going to say your name El Senor right, and then you were going to say that. Thanks for pronouncing my name right. And then me and the rest of Twitch chat were going to gaslight you. Oh, you saw it already? Okay. Yeah, me and the rest of Twitch chat were just going to gaslight you into believing I'd always said it right, and you were weird. Behind closed doors today, I asked Sai if VTubers have a name or slur that they call non-VTubers. And he said they don't. But I don't believe him. I think he's just keeping a big VTuber secret from me. Like, we're like, whatever we are as the slur of non-VTubers, we're not allowed to find out, right? I heard flesh tubers. Okay, that's what Domo typed to me. What if you don't do YouTube? What if you just stream? Are you a flesh streamer? Or is that not it? Someone never gets named. I've had multiple people change their names. I've had multiple people give up because I say their names wrong their entire existence, and then they just give up and change their names to make me saying their names right. Like, they'll just change it to whatever I was saying. Found it out. Oh yeah, no, the slander for VTubers exists. I know that's out there. I'm gonna be like, I ain't got a PNG, but like, you know, like the slander for VTubers has existed for a long, like, since the birth of VTubers. I didn't know if they had names for us. Can you say my name right? My name right? Yeah, I got it. Hamza? I don't really see that being anything other than Hamza. Or Humza, if you're going like a human route. But oh, chat, not to fucking flex or anything. Not to fucking flex or anything. Check this shit out, chat. I told y'all I've been dieting, and that has actually continued pretty well, even though I haven't been streaming. I was under 185 earlier today. I was under 185. Look at this shit. When I started, the heaviest I was ever at, I was at 212. But when I started, I was at 208-ish. I was under 185 today. Stepped on the scale. I was 189 like last week. I've been dropping weight since then. We doing stuff. Drop my fucking water cap.
Looking healthy, Thunder. Good for you.
Thank you, Captain Blood. Lost 52 months. Thank you, 10 months, Creft. Appreciate it, appreciate it.
Osh's congrats.
You look thinner than me. What are your stats? Oh, Rhea Ripley's the real deal. Yeah. And Bianca, both of them. You're going to see them do some insane feats of strength. Glad you still lost a dump truck. Okay, I don't have an ass, but I will comment on it. I will explain to you why I don't have an ass. Okay, so you guys look at this, right? It looks like I got a little that sticks out, but look at this, okay? Do you see this? Part of the reason I hit a point where I realized I wasn't as fat as I thought I was. Blue fans, thank you for the gift sub. Hit a point where I realized I wasn't as fat as I thought I was, because check this shit out, right? If I do this, you know what I mean? Like I got the front, you know, if I push out, I can have a little bit of a gut. And you think, fine, whatever. But if I do this, you see this? This is my tailbone, right? But my spine, even when I stand up as straight as I can, it's up here. You see that? It makes it look like I have an ass when I don't, A. But B, it's like my hips are like tilted. So I got these stretches I've been doing. That is supposed to like realign that. And when my spine gets realigned, my ass will disappear, but my gut on the front will also go back in where it should be. Because as of right now, I have a couple extra inches of, like, it looks like I have a couple extra inches of gut that I shouldn't have. Just because my spine is pushing it forward farther than most people do. And it's because I fucking do this. Because I do this for a living. So I sit here, and some muscles you have that run through your legs, or like from your abs through your legs, mine have like shrunk. So it just pulls my fucking pelvis forward, I guess, which does that. So I've got some stretches I started doing, which hopefully if it corrects that at least a little bit, I will achieve flat stomach. Lost weight last year, gained half that weight back. Now I gotta get back to exercising. I see you. Last I weighed, I was 86 kilograms. That's like 170 pounds. You're taller than me. I'm only 5'5". Yeah, the math checks out. I mean, I would look thinner than you if you were only 5'5". Because I'm up 15 pounds on you, but I have, good God, 7 inches, 8 inches. My brother is like 6'2", 6'3". My younger brother's taller than I am. 6'2", 6'3", but he's 165 pounds. So the dude's a string bean. Song here. There's a couple songs on this playlist that every time it's like, yeah, we're home. Progress. If I get down to 182, that's 30 pounds for my heaviest. That's wild. I didn't even think I had 30 pounds to lose when I was at my heaviest. Foot 260, trying to hit 230. I see you. Trying to get your dentist to show. I can't do that. I cannot make that joke. Shit. Went to check on Cinna and Boomer stream died. Did she just go live? Did she just try to go live? I probably wouldn't have gone live if Cinna was live, I'm not going to lie. Half the reason I went live tonight is because almost nobody out of the group was live. So I'm like, I'll get to slide in, check up. 200, 5'7" in middle school, cut it back to 185, 5'10". I see you. No, I was always skinny. Perfect Cello. Thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate you. I was always skinny through, so like, in grade school, I started to get fat. And then 8th grade, 9th grade hit. And puberty hit me like a fucking truck, and I was really skinny. I was really skinny all the way through middle school, high school. I think I was 155 through most of high school, and then when I went to college, I was 175, which is still string beanie. Jay the Insomniac, thank you for the Prime, appreciate you. He was live for a bit. Okay. I checked if she was up before I went live. I must have like just missed her on one end or the other. Ray is top 3, and Spader, she's free now. She got away from Nikki, and she's back to being a monster. Which, I didn't hate the Nikki thing for a while. A lot of people were like, oh, Nikki ASH. And then they just really didn't like that. And I was like, it's fine. You got the little person to go in and, you know, get their ass kicked, and then Rhea to come in and clean up. It's a classic tag dynamic and has been forever. And if she can't be near the title picture, let her go fuck around with tag titles. You know what else is crazy? Okay, so you guys know me. I am a fan of WWE. I'm not a fan of every move they make, but I'm a fan of WWE. I might start watching NXT 2.0. I hear the product's pretty solid, but I've tried to watch AEW. I've tried to watch other promotions. It's typically just not my thing. It's typically not what holds me. I watch the bigger AEW matches sometimes, but not most of them. Typically, when WWE cuts somebody, and I'm not talking about like Keith Lee or Braun Strowman, like people who are already established and like we're still going to do more in WWE. When surprise cuts like that happen, it's like, oh yeah, that sucks. I feel bad for those people. But typically when WWE cuts somebody who just hasn't been pulling their, like, not even hasn't been pulling their weight. WWE cuts a lot of people where you'll get people on Twitter who have takes like, oh my god, their potential was so unused in WWE. They're going to do so much better at anywhere else. And then you look and it's guys like Damian Sandow who go out and never do anything ever again. And like I see a lot of cuts like that and I go, that guy's potential was not wasted at WWE. They were doing their job, they were doing fine. I wish them success. I hope they find success or whatever else. But to say that their potential was just being wasted in WWE is, I don't agree with those takes most of the time. When I found out Cesaro got cut today, that's a dude who I'm immediately like, nah, he's gonna go fuck around anywhere else he wants to. Yeah, Macman, that's what I was just talking about. Or that's what I was leading to as you were typing that up. But when I found out Cesaro was cut, I was like, first of all, A, that's rough. But secondly, like, that is a guy who will fit in better anywhere else. Well, let me subscribe with Prime. Yeah, that's, The thought that came in my head is funny to me, but I don't know if Twitch will ban me for slander. I was just going to say that's a feature of Black History Month, and you're not allowed to subscribe to me with Prime until Black History Month ends. But that's a lie. That's not how Twitch operates. It was just a joke that I thought would be funny, and I'm probably the only one laughing. Grey Wolf, thank you for gifting a sub. I'm not choked up. I was laughing at myself because I'm so fucking dumb. That's all that was. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how mad white people would be? Oh man, next Black History Month, Twitch starts the campaign. You're just not allowed to Prime sub to any white streamers during Black History Month. Hispanics are okay, but they're on thin fucking ice. You know what I mean? Like, it is Black History Month out here. Come on, man. Yeah, that's funny as fuck. I didn't realize Keith Lee was in AEW yet. Honestly, AEW is, if I'm being 100% honest, AEW is a crapshoot. Because you will get guys, like, they sign a shit ton of ex-WWE people, and then they don't do anything with them. Everybody was so excited. You know, WWE cuts Andrade, who I thought was doing fine in WWE, but WWE cuts Andrade, and everyone goes, oh my god, he had so much wasted potential there. AEW will use him right. What the fuck happened to Andrade? Where's he at? Leo Rush, cut from WWE. And this is what I'm talking about when I say these people with these takes. Leo Rush cut from WWE. Oh my god, he was so underutilized on WWE. He'll kill it in the AEW roster. What did Leo Rush do in WWE? You know? There's a fuck ton of these stories. Not a WWE guy, but like Jay Lethal. What the hell happened to Jay Lethal? Right? But there's like dozens of stories like these. Like WWE guy gets cut, goes to AEW, someone in Twitter says, oh my god, this is a big game changer. And then maybe they do stuff with the guy and maybe he's not on TV for 4 months. This month alone, they get Keith Lee, Isaiah Swerve, Scott, and Buddy Matthews. I'm very, like, Buddy is probably a guy who will do very well there. I hope Keith Lee does really well there. But how many spots are they taking from guys who 6 months ago got cut and signed, and they're like, oh my god, they're going to do so great over there in AEW, and now they're not going to get TV time anymore because there's just 4 more huge stars that just got put on the roster. AEW is dog shit at managing their talent in terms of keeping a good rotation in and utilizing everyone they have, because they're at a weird spot now where they're getting so many people. They're starting to release people who haven't been on TV in like 8-9 months. And there's a lot of other people that, like, maybe they make a dark match, maybe they make an appearance once every few months. But just because somebody leaves WWE and goes to AEW does not mean they're going to get what they deserve in AEW. And AEW has proven that time and time again. That being said, circle back to my point. I think Buddy Murphy will do really well over there. I hope Keith Lee does really well over there. Keith Lee's like the biggest dude they fucking have. That's what's crazy. Keith Lee is damn near their Andre the Giant. Keith Lee is so fucking big. Look at Adam Cole. Put Adam Cole and fucking Keith Lee in a ring together. You know what I mean? Yeah. You guys seen those pictures of Adam Cole lately? Like, that's why even me, like, at the peak of my diet right now, it's weird looking at Adam Cole and like half the roster in AEW, because it's like, me, a regular guy, I feel like if I get in a bar fight with half the AEW roster, not all at once, but like one-on-one, I'm winning most of them. You know what I mean? Adam Cole is not intimidating to me. The dude, first of all, the guy's like 5'8" to start, and he's skinnier than I am. You know what I mean? Hands in pockets, Joe Cool. Not afraid of that dude. Jesse Pinkman, who hangs out with Sting. Not afraid of that guy. I don't know their names. I'm sorry. Luchasaurus would beat the fuck out of me. I believe that. The huge dude who put Punk through a table. They had a match. He beat the shit out of me. Punk has fighting experience. It's, albeit he didn't do too hot in like the best of the best, but he's got more fighting experience than me. Adam Cole is on AEW, yes. Yes. But like, I feel like I could pummel half the AEW roster. You know what I mean? Like, is Adam Cole a wife beater? You're thinking of Adam Rose, Mark. No. Adam Cole. Adam Cole, baby. NXT. The Undisputed Era, Mark. Not Adam Rose. Not fucking Rosebud. Mark, you got him confused. Who would you put on your wrestling Mount Rushmore? I don't know. I think you have to split it up into eras. Because Mount Rushmore and your favorites are not the same thing. Mount Rushmore is like literally the founding fucking fathers, right? So it depends on what era you're going off of. But the only thing I would say is almost all of mine would have Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker on them. The other two I'd have a very hard time figuring out, but Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker would be up there. Damn. Would you let Big Show choke slam you for $1,000? Yes. Yes. Well, in a ring, I'd probably let him do it on concrete, to be honest. All I gotta do is land that once. I know how to land As long as he's not intentionally trying to put my skull first or my neck first onto the ground, I know how to land from a choke slam. Like, I'd be all right. Yeah, the real question on that is like, does Big Show want to hurt me with this choke slam? Because the Big Show's legitimately just picking me up and fucking throwing me down, and I'm landing like high neck, back of head area, like that'll fucking kill me. But if Big Show's just doing a typical fucking choke slam, I can survive that. I like the most AEW roster on Tony. Yeah, it's like they get there and they just don't care anymore. Like, they don't look like wrestlers. I think that's the problem, is there's just a lot of guys in AEW. It's really, really bad on the indies. I'm surprised at how bad it is on AEW. I don't believe Japan has the problem to this extent, but AEW's got so many guys who look like they're cosplaying wrestlers. You know what I mean? It's kind of like... Okay, so you know back in the day before the dawn of the internet, right? Before the internet, like, some of you kids read out of this in history books. I was just young enough to catch the tail end of this. If you wanted to be a musician, right? You got your band, and you guys played together, and you did local shows, and you tried to go somewhere big until eventually, like, you know, maybe somebody hears about you, and then you get to go somewhere bigger, like New York or Chicago or some place with the West Coast, some place with a good music scene. And then you play over there, and someone who knows a guy at a record label hears you, and then they show you to a record label, and then maybe that record label signs you. Then you're a band. You're not really a band until then. But it's because somebody heard you, somebody said these guys are good, somebody said I want these guys signed, and now you're a band. And they give you the shit you need, and you look like a band, and you sound like a band, and you have your equipment, and you're making albums, and they're getting played on the radio, right? The age of the internet happened. And anybody can make music now. Any group of guys can get together, get some instruments, throw it up on YouTube, we're a band, right? This is good in the sense that there are a lot of people who may not have ever got discovered by talents, just wrong place, never actually ending up in the right place, right time, that make really good music, that takes off, or maybe a genre that the industry didn't think would work, that does. It's good for those reasons, because those, like, individuals, but these guys are the exception of the rule, more or less. But it's good that these few people who otherwise would never have gotten noticed that do have the talent rise and get to where they belong, right? But in a sense, it hurts music a lot, because there's just a lot more music out there that's just some fat fucking garbage. Just a shit ton more music out there that's just complete, what is it doing, right? And it's almost like people who were fans of music but not actually musicians are just allowed to say they're musicians too. And in a way, it almost brings down the music industry as a whole. I know this doesn't make perfect sense, but just keep up with me. That's what AEW and a lot of indie shit, because indie wrestling is still getting more popular, feels like to me. Because before, you had WWE, you had Japan. You know, I mean, it was territories before it was WWE. And then you had Japan doing their thing, and there's a few other areas in the world where you can get some very, very legitimate wrestling, right? With the rise of indies, and with AEW doing its thing, you wind up with people who don't look like wrestlers. They look like they're wrestling fans, right? I think that's what rubbed me the wrong way about the Young Bucks and Adam Cole when they got big, is it's because they were very, very, very clearly just gigantic Shawn Michaels fans. To the point to where Shawn had not been retired that long before they made the super kick every other move they do, because they just love Shawn Michaels and that move so much. And it's like they killed it in their own way, and it's just in a sense it was just like, who let fans do this, right? Like, nobody taught them how to be wrestlers first or something. It's always a weird vibe I got from it, but that's my roundabout way of saying how it felt like wrestling got to be where it is too. I would let Lita ball kick me for free. All right. I think WWE is way too fixated on making everybody look like bodybuilders. to the point where it's bad for them. But there needs to be in the middle. Yeah, I mean, WWE's just big guys. You know what I mean? And if you're not big, you gotta be able to hold your own. Shawn Michaels made it as a guy who was not, like, I guess he was 6'1"-ish, 6'1", 6'2". But he was able to hold his own against people like The Undertaker, right? You have to make it happen. Adam Cole has never been big enough to do that. Adam Cole, where he's at, if he's not a high flyer, he's got to be some dirtiest player in the game, Ric Flair shit, where he's just kind of out of options. Which is a big reason why I think he was never called up to the main roster from NXT. He could get away with it in NXT, because that NXT was WWE trying to be like its own indie thing. He can get away with it in NXT. But, like, you could not have put him in the main roster. Because how is Adam Cole going to look next to Roman? How is Adam Cole going to look next to Braun Strowman at the time, right? How do you match him up against people who, like, you know, are big dudes? Even Keith Lee. Like, how do you do that? Did I ever watch Lucha Underground? No, but I heard good things from several different people. Also, Cole can talk. Yeah, weren't they going to turn him into a manager? I believe you when you say Cole can talk. That's why the rumor mill, I don't know if this ever got confirmed by any legitimate source, but the rumor mill was that they were going to turn Cole into a manager. And he didn't like that idea. He wanted to wrestle, so he left. But it's like, man, you really got the size of a manager. Or a referee or something. I told you guys this before. I've reffed on the indie scene before. I've refereed shows. A couple dozen times. I can get away with reffing in the indies. I could not go on to referee in WWE if I wanted to. Maybe AEW. I don't know how they do shit over there. I could not go referee in WWE if I wanted to. I'm too tall. I'm too tall. The whole point is to make everybody look big. I can't be out there and be almost eye level with Roman. Because it would make Roman Reigns look smaller than they want him to look by comparison. I absolutely could not be out there in a ring with Adam Cole. I would make Adam Cole look more like a cruiserweight than he already is. Which doesn't work when he's trying to fight big guys. I think Adam Cole as Keith Lee's manager would have been badass, and maybe they'd both still be in the company today, but I don't know. I don't know how that shit works. Alright, it's so easy for me to get derailed on wrestling talk. That's my fault. We can go back to anything else. We can go back to anything else. Sorry, I blanked out for a second. We might play Horizon tonight, but I don't plan on streaming that long. We might just talk. We might just sit here and talk for a while. What's some games you're looking forward to? I mean, they're still losing my life to Horizon. Other than that, Forspoken comes out at the end of March. And if we decide to do anything with it, 2K comes out in mid-March. WWE 2K comes out in mid-March. Talk about how we're in February and my wallet is dying. Why is your wallet dying in February? You know what? In times like these, I think it's important to do what we can to bring everybody together.